Our dear light workers, star seeds, all of you who are reading this, understand, you were meant to get this message. If you were not ready, you would not be listening to this. And if you did hear it, you would not understand the message. Our planet Earth hologram is based on vibration, on frequency. It is based on the frequency of God, of love. As a lamp is powered by electricity, so we humans are powered by our souls. Our souls are a part of God. God is love, and therefore, our souls, our true reality, is love. Love is the power that energizes all of humankind. Love is the electricity that runs the universe. As we are born onto this earth as babies, that loving energy flows into us and we are empowered to live the human life. Our purpose here on earth is to experience, to feel the results of our thoughts and actions. Our purpose is to overcome the false thoughts and beliefs that we are all entrained into and move up in frequency to the fifth dimensional love vibration. The dimensions exist on different frequencies. All humans on planet Earth are equal to each other. Their souls are all perfect and at the high frequency of blessed, heavenly love and light. They are a fragment of God, a drop of water in the ocean of God consciousness. In the earliest part of our life, our souls are powering us into spontaneous and happy behavior. We want to explore this wonderful and fascinating new world that we are born into. We want to run, jump, live, love, and laugh at the joy of being alive. Yet, we are disciplined and our inherent joy is dampened and our enthusiasm curbed by those around us. They want the best for us, but they have learned that life is hard, and their understanding is that they must indoctrinate us with the difficulty of life to make that life easier for us. And so, our light is dim. Our love quotient, the amount of spirit, of love and light we emanate, is lower. And our ego, which is nothing but the teachings of our familial and societal culture, takes over. The amount of soul energy, the amount of love and light that shines through us, determines the frequency we are at. After our infant years of being in the earthly schoolroom, our love energy is lower. The ego crowds out the naturally loving beingness of the individual. The amount of soul energy, or electricity, that is allowed through becomes less and less, for the ego thoughts and irrational beliefs narrow the portal of the soul to the physical body. So, only a little soul awareness, only a little love energy penetrates into the individual's understanding. And the ego has its field day in running our lives. The ego gives us the experiences that the soul desires for its growth. There are no accidents here on earth. All that happens is divinely planned. And when we say divinely, we mean that it is not only planned by all that is, but it is also planned by you and agreed to by you. For you are a part of all that is, a part of God. Your soul is perfect love energy. Your soul is divinity itself incarnate in a human body. Your job here on earth is to become aware of and remove the false thoughts, beliefs, and behaviors that you came here to experience. As we realize the dysfunctional nature of the behaviors we have been taught, and that those behaviors are keeping us from communion and camaraderie with our brethren, we slowly begin to release them. One by one, we see how our thoughts control our behavior. We begin to think before we speak, for we have learned that the nature of our words, together with the negative emotions we have been taught to feel, are the creators of our reality. Indeed, the universe does accommodate us to rearrange our life picture, our happiness quotient according to our thoughts and beliefs about our life's experience. As we slowly drop our false beliefs and negative thoughts, we raise ourselves in frequency, that is, we gradually open the portal to our soul and more divine essence. More love can flow into us. The fog of entrainment is cleared. Then we are gradually powered by love, by spirit. The more of our false entrainment we drop, the less busy is our brain with the everyday fears and worries of life in which it has been immersed. That is what it means to raise one's frequency. The ego recedes into the background and the soul takes over the running of our human life. The still small voice of our divine self can be heard clearly when the clamor of our ego is quieted by the dropping of our victim stories. Oh, how we humans love our victim stories when we are at the low vibration of the third dimension. We have used our victim stories to connect with each other. We have proclaimed to the world proudly, I am an alcoholic, I am a gambler, I am a sex addict, I am sinful, poor me. And we are pleased to have found other victims that feel as we do. We can wallow in our mutual misery and put upon mindset. We revel in finding others who are equally miserable and angry, for they feel they have been cruelly and unjustly treated. It is all about where we put our attention. When our attention is so focused on our grievances, we get more of the same. For we create the vibration we are at by our thoughts and the consequent feelings our thoughts engender. And it is, of course, our entrained thoughts and feelings we are here to release. As we release them, there is more room for our soul's essence, more love, more of our pure spirit to flow into us and through us. As we so raise our frequency in the love quotient, our thoughts and feelings turn from the perceived injustices we have been complaining about to an understanding that all is as it is meant to be. We begin to see the true nature of life. We begin to feel peace, joy, gratitude, and deep abiding love. We look for and find the good everywhere. This is only the beginning of the sheer bliss and wonderful happiness that is to come as the portal to our soul opens wide. With time, intention, and effort, false teachings and entrained negative beliefs are dropped and the still small voice of intuition is heard clearly. We are now approaching the fifth dimensional frequency, where love reigns supreme. Our channel to spirit is open wide and we are now in this world in body, but not of this world in that spirit runs our life, our thoughts and our actions. Now we are powered by God, by the divine, by the love that we inherently are. The fog of the human entrainment, of those false and negative teachings, has lifted and we are love and light itself. We are magnetic, charismatic, for the light of our divine soul shines through. We are in heaven. Nirvana has come at last. This is the fifth dimension that is in our future. It is already present and we can feel it. You are meant to get this message, dear ones. You are moving into a higher dimension of love and light. You are at a higher frequency than those around you. For the most part, you can no longer communicate with your brethren with words. You speak a different language that they cannot understand. They live in the low frequency of the fear vibration and you are at the high frequency of love. And so, words are no longer a communication medium that works. They speak words of fear. You speak words of love. You are, however, a powerful force here on earth. And this time is the time you came here to experience and to help with. For, now that the portal to your soul is wide open and you are at a high frequency of love, you are receivers and transducers of that love. You spread waves of love and light all around you wherever you go. You radiate. You emanate the love energy that lifts all of those around you. Be of good cheer. Dear hearts, dear souls, you are impatient to see the chaos and cruelty around you end. You want to see an end to the false control and manipulation of mankind, and you want to see it fast. Trust the plan, dear ones. Trust the plan. All is working out exactly as it needs to. This planet Earth ascension is being divinely orchestrated. Just be, just breathe, you need do nothing. And enjoy your newfound connection with your divinity. Enjoy the peace, the all-enveloping feeling of love and joy that is now your reality. All is well in God's world and we, His children, are very grateful. We are completely on board with the movement that you have begun there on your world. And we are referring to the movement towards the taking back of your independence, the activating of your freedom, your sovereignty. You have all been made more aware of the forces that operate on your world and throughout your solar system. These dark forces have been utilizing many different techniques to keep humanity feeling powerless, feeling enslaved. These groups go by many names, one of the more popular one being the Cabal. And of course, they are aware of the fact that you all have become aware of them and that you are seeking to break free from their clutches. And so, they utilize technology to put out a lot of misinformation to lure people into a trap. And that trap is putting you back into more of a third-dimensional mentality. They want you to think that they are everywhere and that they are all-powerful, and they are the ones who rile you up and get you to focus on them and focus on defeating them. And the reason they do this is because they know that keeps you in a lower vibration. They know that the only way for you to become truly free, truly sovereign, is to raise the level of your consciousness. The only way to break free from the shackles of their oppression is to be in a higher vibrational state. And so, they keep you glued to your phones and your computer screens, sucking you in, telling stories about famous people, stories that have no basis in reality whatsoever. And they also are putting forth the idea that there are forces on your world that are trying to defeat them and lock them up. These are very manipulative individuals. They know exactly what they are doing, and you all have the opportunity to break free from their story, their narrative. You have an opportunity here to start a new narrative. It is time for those of you who are truly awake to set yourselves free from this idea that you are always being oppressed, that you are always being lied to. It is time for those of you who are ready to truly take command of your lives to let go of their story, their narrative, and to begin to focus on the truth that you are unconditional love. You are source energy beings. You are beings of compassion and joy. And if you can take your focus off of this idea of defeating all the bad guys, then you can put your attention where it belongs, which is on yourselves, on your hearts, and in your communities. If you put your focus on peace and kindness, compassion and love, and if you can take your attention off of your devices, your screens, then you will become the powerful force that they don't want you to become. You will become the force that sets the major changes on your world into motion. You don't have to wait for an event or a solar flash. You don't have to wait for anything in order to take back the power over your own lives. Now is the time, and you are the ones. Thank you for watching.